Johnson sidearms one. Good for a first down. Jordan Smallwood breaking free to the 15. Cuts it back inside. And right at the pylon. Top of your screen. On third down, it's picked off. This should be a touchdown. There goes Turner. Welcome to the game, Chris Turner. His third play in the game, and it results in a touchdown. And now the XFL. Landry Jones is trying to get right. He's going to unload deep down the sideline. Caught! First down, Dallas. First catch of the game for Joshua Crockett. And Dallas gets out of the shadows of the end zone with a 39-yard completion.
What up?
Welcome back, man. Oh my gosh, it felt like it's been
forever,
ages.
Man. Forever. I miss you guys, man.
Ages. I miss you guys.
Oh, well.
Man, this felt like it's been ages.
How long has it been?
Like
back, man.
3-4 weeks. It felt like
about a month.
About a month.
That's what it feels like,
man.
Man. Only been about a week.
You know, the people been called. They've been asking me. They said,
they've been wanting.
When y'all going to the show again? I'm like, look.
They've been missing us.
Give us a little bit of time. Give us a little bit of time.
We'll be back.
Man, welcome back. This is the 1% Show. I am your host, Jordan Smallwood, and my co-host,
Chris Turner, the one and only.
And we are here. We are here today. This is actually the season finale.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
The last one until next season.
We'll be back.
We'll come
back
next season.
Back. Don't worry. We'll be back.
But this is the last one for this one. And I think we should just bring it all in together.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's about to be wintertime a little bit. And, you know, it's that time where everybody has to come together with family and all that. So, I mean, this is a way to end it for just a little season.
How you feel about the winter?
Yeah.
The cold weather.
You see me got my hoodie on right now. Shout out to Top Gun. You know, Top Gun, you know, my cousin, he's about to be in that movie.
Officially?
Yeah, Jay Ellis. He's about to be in that movie.
Okay.
We're waiting for the movie to come out, but, you know, shout out to my cousin, Jay Ellis.
Okay.
Top
shout
Gun,
out to him.
You know, I got to represent
Congratulations.
But also, you know, I think the whole wintertime vibe, now you get the opportunity, like I said, to be with family and friends, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I got to relax for a little bit.
I got you.
Take a little break. But, you know, when I come back, I'm going to be excited. What about you, man?
The winter is not skinny people weather. Yeah, I'm skinny, man. I don't like this winter. I can't do it.
You're going to be layered up, huh?
What?
Yeah,
I'm going to have about 3 hoodies.
3?
Yeah.
I go with one. I go one big
muscle
hoodie.
guy. You muscle guy.
That's what I'm saying.
You can afford
I put the muscle on. After I put the muscle on, I'm going straight, you know.
Nah, I can't.
Hibernation.
I need my layers, man. I feel every breeze.
Yeah, man, I'm going straight hibernation. But, man, overall, I think, man, we've been on, how many episodes have we done? I think we've done quite a few.
Quite a few, man.
We started our first episode. If you guys have watched our first episode, we was nervous.
I was terrified.
I was over there like this. Welcome to the 1% Show.
I'm shaking.
I am your host. What's my lines? You know, now
I wasn't ready.
Now I'm on the couch like this. I'm leaning back on the couch. I'm chilling. You know what I mean? Relaxing. You know, lavish life.
Lavishly.
Feeling like a pro at this. But I think overall, man, I appreciate
came a long way.
Everybody.
Definitely.
Everybody's been supporting us on this stuff.
It.
Also, shout out to our man Josh, man. We love him to death. Mm-hmm. We still got opportunities for him to come back on the show as well. He's gonna be coming back with some fire.
Mm-hmm. He's gonna be ready.
He's gonna be ready.
All of us gonna be ready. It's exciting.
The three of me.
It's exciting.
3 amigos. We ain't forgot about my dog.
We got something coming.
We got something big coming.
I promise.
But also shout out to all the people out there that was on the previous episodes. Mm-hmm. All those people, and giving us the opportunity to show their story, show how their lifestyle is, and everything that goes there. So I'm giving y'all shout outs before we start this final episode of the 1% Show.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So first of all, let's talk about house rules. You know how we get down to house rules. Anything new this week?
Anything new?
Give me something. I know.
Man, it's kind of really the same old, man. Just grinding, man. Making sure I continue to work, making sure I try to stay on course and keep my head focused, stay on the right path.
Yeah.
So it's kind of really been the norm.
The norm?
Yeah, it's kind of really been the norm this week.
Yeah.
What about you, man? What's kind of new for you?
For me, man, I've been already going through. I've learned how to be a pit crew, a pit stop.
We did do that.
For me and my homeboy, we and my pops too. Shout out to my
Mhm.
pops. We changed all 4 tires on my car. I'm sitting here like, I got a nail in one side, the other side blew out.
It was a struggle.
I said, God keep me covered. I said, I got to be on the 1% show. God keep me covered. And we had to learn how to do all 4 tires, but we got all 4 tires done. And I think that was something new for me because it was like, you know what, I'm used to doing one, but doing all 4.
Yeah. I think that's my first time actually changing all 4.
All 4. I mean, it wasn't quick. I mean, it took us about an hour
and a half, maybe.
So we ain't
got it done.
So NASCAR hit us up.
We got it done.
We ready for anything.
I think I chose the wrong career.
I think I did because I knew I was. I was actually doing this. I was struggling to get the boat out, but I got it.
Hey,
but that was about new for me.
Pop's a pro, man.
Yeah, Pops. Shout out to Pops, man. He a pro for that one. Also, I heard about your team. See, let me stop right here real quick. My man is a huge Bucks fan. So shout out to the Bucks. Shout out to the Buccaneers. They was going hard this weekend and everything. And I was sitting here like, wow, I'm surprised. Like,
I tell people, man, I try not to talk too much about the Bucks.
Okay.
And wait till they come.
Yeah.
So we coming. We gonna show a lot.
Do you believe they're going to the Super Bowl this year?
Yes.
Y'all leave a comment. Tell me what you think.
Yes, I really believe it.
We've already had this debate, but I'm not going to talk about it.
Okay, yeah, we ain't gonna start that.
We're not going to start this debate because it turns out to be really violent. But I love them to death.
Turns out rough.
But it turns out to be real violent. And at the end of the day, I'm excited for this episode.
Yes, it's about to be a good one.
This episode's going to be good. Now, this episode is talking about the reason why we did this show. And I think this is going to be great because our producer is actually going to be here talking to us. And you're going to get to hear how she explains a lot of things about the details of the show and everything. And I think this is going to be good. She was already on the show once. She had her friends. She had help. But now she's taking it alone. The lone wolf, the mother bear. She's doing it by herself.
Mother bear.
So when we come back, we're going to bring in Miss Shannon Mason,
okay. Yo,
a.k.a.
Before though, man, I see a comment.
Oh, you see the comments?
I see a comment. Yo, like Kim Lar Johnson, man. Hey, watch yourself.
Hey,
watch yourself.
See what happens? I'm about to go on a little break, and then somebody talked about the Bucks.
See, watch yourself now. Hey, I'm telling you, you gonna see about them Bucks.
See,
you gonna see.
That's why. See, that's what I'm saying. You bring that up, he's gonna get hot. He's gonna get hot. So we're gonna go on commercial break real quick. Thank you. But we'll be right back. 1 second.
Study the greatest. It doesn't matter what you guys want to do, or whether it's a doctor, a lawyer, a sports athlete. Study the greatest that has been in that field to get an understanding. Right? Because your goal is to get to the next phase, right? All right, ready? You guys ready? Okay. I am smart, intelligent, a leader, humble student, dynamic athlete, focused,
What up? We're back. We're back. Welcome
with the one and only
to the front stage again without your help. Miss Shannon Mason.
What's up, everybody?
The one and only. I wish we had a drum roll and everything.
Hey, the next
confetti.
The next season.
Did you say the confetti?
Did you say the confetti?
Yes.
So
You deserve
check
it.
this out. The next season, because you know you're the producer. The next season, I want the button where I can hit the thing and it goes, hey, you know.
Really?
I know. Actually, I'm gonna give that to Chris. I'm gonna give
You see what I go through?
Yeah, we need it all.
You see what I go through? All right, go ahead.
Welcome.
Welcome
So,
to the
Thank
show.
you.
How has your week been? Oh, here we go.
No, it's
my
been pretty
gosh.
good.
Yeah.
You know, I've learned some things after our session we have on Sundays about the backpack. So
Yeah.
I've been dealing with some things and rearranging some things, but it's been pretty good. Pretty good.
Speaking of that session, that was a real good session, man. So we have these family outings every Sunday,
Yeah.
basically family church.
Every
And
Sunday.
this church, this Sunday we speak about releasing your backpack.
Yeah, that was good.
So that was
Give us a little bit of a summary of that, so the people can kind of understand what that means. Releasing your backpack.
Well, you know, as especially as athletes, we tend to, we all do, but we carry a backpack on our back, and in the backpack is life issues. And so the demonstration this Sunday was like we had 3 backpacks. One was for a 1-year-old. Then the second backpack was something, you know, maybe a high school or junior high person would carry. And then the third backpack was a big old duffel bag. As a matter of fact, it was your sports duffel bag.
It was.
And so the demonstration was, you know, at the little backpack has things that the trauma that happened to you as a little kid, you know, and so then you take it and you carry it as you grow up and put it in the second backpack.
Yeah.
And then you take the second backpack and you put it in the third backpack. So what happens is you just carry life issues. You never unpack. Matter of fact, you never take the backpack off.
You don't. You always
And so that session was really good because we saw how putting the backpack on, it was heavy, and we saw how matter of fact, Chris, it was so funny because Jaden, you know, she's in the cast, and so I was like, all right, you got to put the backpack on, and she was limping, and Chris helped her put it on, and I was like, see, there's people in life that'll help you put those weights on, and then there's people in life that'll help you take the backpack off.
Right.
So it was really good, and it kind of was a opener for me this week.
Yeah, church on Sundays, we really get down. We be
definitely.
And you better be there at 10 o'clock sharp. 10:01.
Y'all see my face?
10:01. We already talking about, yo, you late.
Y'all late.
Even 9:59, you're late. I said, oh my gosh, I'm just downstairs.
It hit 10 o'clock and my phone was ringing. Where you at?
Where you at?
Hey, listen, y'all be out late, so be at church on time. But anyway, so
discuss that part. No, but also, thank you for being our one and only head producer. Because first of all, let's talk about this real quick. This woman right here has worked her butt off over and over and over and over and over again by herself, with the opportunity to create this whole show. And so it's not a lot of people helping us along the way, but I mean, we have some. I gotta give a shout out to my sexy husband. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't gonna let me finish.
You know, but you know, I gotta jump in. You know what I'm saying? That's my sexy husband.
Okay, so
you know what I'm saying?
Other than him,
okay.
There was nobody at first for the first episode.
For the first.
But as time went on, blessings started coming, and I think that was a big eye opener for us, because we got to see more and more people started wanting to tune in and be a part of. And you know, we got our next season that's going to come up. That's going to be it's going to be a banger.
It's going to be nice.
And now I'm excited, but I ain't gonna go too much into that detail because we still got to talk about the recap about all the season 1. So let's talk about the recap of season 1 real quick. Let's slow it up. The first.
Now wait. Now I gotta say something, y'all. Okay, so when you know I gotta say something because you're gonna skip, right? So when we first did the show, these two and Josh was like, "Oh, mom," you know, they was pouting.
I was trying to skip this part.
They was, you know what I'm saying? But it was like, come on, y'all, you guys got something to say. So the first show was kind of tough, right?
It was tough.
Man, after that, these jokers' chest start pumping out. You know what I'm saying? They act like, you know, they ESPN already. And I was like, what?
I was ready for the camera. I was ready for
they was ready for the camera after that. You know what I'm saying?
My life was telling me, like, you got the look. I said, all right.
Right. They go get their haircuts. Big shout out to the Cutting Edge. He keeps them cut. So now, you know what I'm saying, they got their own their own exclusive barber, you know, and now they walk around with their chest out. I'm just like, really?
I'm gonna talk to you about that one, Dave.
But it's been good. It's been good.
Also, you remember how? Because we got to do a little memory lane. y'all remember how we talked about opportunity
Yeah.
for the first episode. And I think that right there was just the moment I was like, okay, this is our opportunity.
Right.
And yes, it's not on the playing field right now, but this was our opportunity to speak how we are as human beings, and we focus on the real life stuff and not sugarcoat nothing. And that was something that you wanted us to do. And you still tell us to do, like, no sugarcoating. Let's be real to the people, because that's how you're going to really interact with real people. You know what I mean? Don't be faking nothing. Like, this is what happens. This is the depression side we talk about, the fear. Right. Every episode means something to us.
Yeah.
And so we always come up with these opportunities to express ourselves because somebody's going through that same situation.
Yep.
And I think that's something that me, Josh, Chris, and my producer right here, and also shout out to Emmanuel. He
works the IG camera.
Social media person.
He works the IG camera.
I think we've all like had roles in this whole season, and I'm truly grateful for it. Really am. I really am.
It taught me something new, man. It taught me, I honestly didn't think I was ready for this, prepared for this kind of thing, man. But being on the show, it taught me that I'm ready, man, and I'm very excited for next season. So
I'm excited.
The show, it was really because you, as a mom, dealing with athletes, you see the injuries, you see the ups and downs, and it's kind of like a spinoff of Can We Talk Sports, right? So, I love my girls. I'm telling you, we be on there talking crazy, right? Like,
that's all I hear when I'm chilling.
Okay, so like last week, I had my cup of tea and I was trying to put something in the tea, a hottie toddy, while I was doing that last show, but that didn't happen. So anyway, we mess around. We do, we really we do everything. But our show is about moms and what moms go through dealing with athletes, the ups and downs, the depression, the frustration, the recruiting process. We tackle that, but the spinoff was we need athletes to now talk, because moms are talking, but athletes aren't. And so you're reading and finding athletes that are now coming forth saying they're depressed. What do you do after season, and what do you do when you get cut, and
what's the steps do you take? Because a lot of people ask us what's
next. And even with Jordan growing up, and he always used to hear there's one specific person, and he know who I'm talking about, would always say, you ain't gonna make that 1%. It's the 1%. And he would say, boy, what you gonna do if you don't make the 1%? And so Jordan put in the fight to make the 1%, and so you have athletes doing that. So, but the show is about the behind the scenes, what you guys go through. That's how we met Chris, is your story, what you went through, so that's
it all related to everybody's lifestyle,
right.
Even with our other co-host, Josh had a story that we could relate to, and it all tied in, and it was literally the three amigos. So that's what kind of brought us with this whole idea of the 1%, because these are the guys, which is us, that went through it, and we made the 1%, but we still had to fight our way to stay in there. And those are the things that nobody really talk about.
And that's what I don't think a lot of people understand. It's not just about fighting to be the 1%. It's also about fighting to stay that.
Wow,
1%.
that's good right there.
Because like once you get there, you have to remember that you're that 1% that got there.
Yeah.
So
that's good.
there is a whole lot.
That's a whole nother story, right? We haven't even tackled that side of it to stay there. Yeah.
And I think that's something that we will discuss more moving forward into the next season of everything. This season, we want to just show you how to get to it, and not just in sports. We talked about other people that made the 1% in just their professions, and we wanted to show that.
Right.
I'm pretty sure we did that with all these other episodes and all the great people that came along the way. So, do you want to give us one of the people that's left a comment?
I think Dave had a good question up the top. He asked, which episode was our favorite? So I'm gonna start with you, Jordan.
He's trying to say him. Y'all know he wants you to say him.
I'm gonna start with you, Jordan.
Dave been hooking me up on these haircuts, so he been blessing my game, blessing me right. You know what I mean? He keeping me tight and right. So I'm gonna say Dave. Dave's episode. Shout out to the 1% barber man. Shout out to the barber man.
with mine, man, I'm gonna have to. I disagree with that one because I seen another comment when he said something about the Bucks.
Okay, so you lost.
So yeah,
you
so
lost.
Dave, you lost me on that one,
Lost
Dave.
somebody, Dave.
You lost me on that one, Dave. But honestly though, my favorite episode was Kitty.
Oh man, that one was
episode.
hilarious. That was mine too.
So that one was probably one of my I'm gonna stop there. So yeah, that was a great episode.
That was a great episode.
It's exciting, man.
That was a great episode.
I learned a lot from that episode, just me personally, man. So and I related to a lot of the things that they were saying. So I felt like that episode kind of hit me a lot. So I think that was my favorite.
You gotta have another person, your significant other, whether it is a friendship or a relationship, that's gonna push you forward.
Yes, definitely.
And that's what they were talking about. You want somebody that's gonna help you succeed, not pull you down and tear you down. So
that was a good one.
Actually was good. Also, I like the Oakman one. I mean,
that's what I was gonna say. Mine. That was mine.
That was yours, mine. The Oakman.
The Oakman, yes, because I love how he gave the illustration about him being so tall, and he went through it. I know it was painful, but it's just like it was like, okay, I'm gonna get through this. And then I like the fact of the rebirth. So that was my favorite one. That was pretty good. His story is pretty powerful. Yeah.
Joe, David say, be honest. He said he wants your honest answer. He say no.
Dave, you're my favorite. Dave, don't do that to me. You're my favorite. He was gonna give me now. I'm being honest, Dave. You're my favorite. Also,
hold on. I'm sorry.
What's the next one?
I'm so sorry, George.
What you see,
Dave is on fire with the questions.
I
like this one. He said, as a mom, how do you handle their discouragement?
Ooh. Talk to us about that one. Let us know.
As you're watching your kids go through it, only way you can handle it is through prayer to the best of your ability. And it's hard as a mom because I love my husband because he's always saying, Shannon, you gotta let them hit their head, right? And for me as a mom, you're like, no, baby, I'm gonna put this pillow down here so you don't hit your head, right? But at the same time, you're like, God, I got to trust you. Even in hitting the head, they're going to be all right. As long as I've taught them your word, I've taught them how to be, as their character building, then I have to trust that even in this falling and they hit their head, they're still going to be okay. Right. Because see, my cushion is not God's cushion. Right. So my cushion could be hurting you more than helping you. So it's through the discouragement, you just keep them motivated. You tell them about God. You tell them you love them. You're proud of them, and you're there. You cry when they cry, and then there's times you say suck it up. But but it does make a difference when there's a man in the house that's teaching and than just, what I'm saying, especially single moms. It's hard. It's very hard. But when you have a man that's like, I'm going to teach him how to be a man, it's, us women, we have our moments. Me and Sexy didn't had a couple head butts, because I'm like, no, baby, don't be like. And
now we're moving forward for the next time.
So, I was about to go there, right? But yeah, that's how you handle it. So, but I like his other question.
What's the other one? Tell us.
Do you feel that
I see it? So he say, do you feel that being transparent can be a gift and a curse?
I don't think it can be a curse because I think that's just something that people have to understand who you are. And I wish somebody from the top right now explain how their life is going. It's truly somebody say if somebody I'm really looking up to and he's balling, he's doing his thing, but he ain't ever showing the real side of him. All he's showing is the glamorous side. So I don't really understand if he really feeling the same way I'm feeling. Now I've been in locker rooms where I've talked to people, and I can't say names, but I've talked to people and they really start expressing themselves, and I'm like, whoa, I didn't know you felt like that. But they won't ever express it to the people, even if they are successful right now. And that's something that I don't want to be like. When I get there, I want to still be transparent. I still want to express myself and let people know, like, I'm still dealing with this, or I've overcame this with God. So I don't think it's a curse. I think it's still a gift.
Definitely. I mean, I have to agree with you, man. It's just I feel like if people find it hard to open up because of how many like to tell the truth that they're actually depressed. Yeah. Because of how many people actually looking up to them. So they find it they find that if they say that they're depressed, and they will make other people depressed.
Yeah.
So, but that's not true, man. I feel like that's not true at all. Like, they being transparent and being honest, it's the best way to be.
Best way to be.
Simple as that.
Thank you, Dave, for that one.
I think it's a curse when you're not transparent.
Yeah, there you go. You can flip it.
It's a curse when you're not transparent, because you're holding it in, and eventually it's going to come out somewhere, whether you act out, whether it's just you do something you shouldn't do. So being transparent is freedom to me, because you're guys as athletes, again, and we haven't even really touched the female side of athletes. What they deal with.
And we're gonna bring that in.
Yeah, so that's next season. But as athletes, you guys hold so much in because you're taught to hold it in from the field. Yeah. Suck it up, get it, and so you don't know how to be transparent. And when you do, there's a fear, because what are they gonna think about me? Am I still going to be their number one athlete? And I can't let them see me sweat. I can't let them see me depressed. But it's a curse, because you holding it in causes you to do the unthinkable.
Right.
It's killing you from the inside. Yeah. So that's how I look at that. That was a good question.
Dave is on point.
Dave, man, let other people talk, man. You on fire right now. Dave got me over here sweating in there.
What?
It's cold in here.
I'm ready for another one.
Also, overall, what is your ideal take for next season? I just want a little sneak peek. What's your overall idea for next season? What are you gonna bring to the table for next season? Because I think that's something that people might want to.
Next season, we're looking at. I'm excited because we did sign we signed a contract with a production company out of New York.
Yeah.
And so that's why we decided, let's do the finale, and then let's go into next year ready. Yeah. Bigger, better, stronger.
Bigger, better. Stronger.
Next year, we're looking at, a production, a facility to hold, and just really taking this to where it needs to go. Because COVID, there's so many stories out there right now, you guys. It's just, we're ready. We're ready to go and share the story and do the behind the scenes and the journey of athletes, male and female, and don't matter what sport it is. And it's not even them. It's just even the behind the scene of coaches.
Yeah. And that's something that
is.
I mean, that's a whole different ball game.
Yes.
The behind the scene of coaches, and there's coaches that deal with the 1% easy. They want to. You got coaches who have dreams of coaching in the NFL, right? In the NBA, and
it could take coaches literally 20 years to
get their
they
deal with the 1%, and so it's not even just them. You got trainers who deal with the 1% that want to get on the, on a professional team. So we want to share those stories of everyone who's dealing with it, from doctors and you name it.
And that's what we did this past season. We brought in some doctors and things, and we've had just opportunities to connect with other people, like I said before, and I think that's been something big time.
Yeah.
And it's only gonna get better. What would you say for this past season, greatest? Yeah, I want to hear a little grade, because I like to be graded out. Like at the end of the year, this is how we do in football. We go to the coaches be like, look.
And she will be honest.
That's not transparent.
So we go to the coaches sit us down. They're like, this is what you did this year. We're excited about this. Or they might be like, look, you need to work on this. Tell us. Don't hurt us now.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be positive, but let us know.
You know what? I will say you guys did good. There's things that we all sit down and we talk about that could be better, but I think for the first season, you did good. I think it was hard because you guys are at a place where it's like the transitioning of a team, and so it's like have athletes dealing with a plan B is scary, right? So I believe for you guys, it was like, are you trying to say this is it? Now we're not going to play again? And that's not what we were saying. We were saying, why you in the transition, tell your journey and brings, help somebody else and tell your story. Right. Yeah. So I think you guys did good. I think you did good. There's those moments I wanted to choke them.
Meeting. We have a meeting.
Yes.
Great.
Yeah.
Meeting.
Oh my God. But I think you guys realized what goes into a production. And because even Chris, you know, at the table meeting, he was like, man, my head is about to explode. This is a lot. And I'm like, welcome. This is preparing you for the bigger picture. Right. So when you see guys on ESPN, you think, oh, they just show up. No, they're in boardroom meetings daily. They're researching. And so for them, it was just like, wow, there's a lot, even to the setup. If you guys can see our setup right now, it's like, wow, there's a lot to this. So I think you guys handled it pretty well. So I'm pretty proud of you.
And I think how many locations have we set up at? I think how many can we? 1, 2,
about 4.
I think about four locations.
4.
We've set about 4 different locations, and it's all been pick up everything, take everything there, get it all set up. It's a lot, but
it's a lot.
This woman right here has got the job done, and
literally
time. We gotta give her credit for that.
Every time,
all she tells us to do is to show up and show out,
and
we just go okay. But she takes
and break down the equipment after,
and break down the equipment.
And I had to get on. I had to get on this son over here, you know. Yeah, y'all don't. But so let me ask y'all a question.
Okay.
As athletes and doing this show, what have you learned even about yourself?
That this show alone is a way for me to. It's kind of like therapeutic. It's a way for me to express myself. And I'm happy because I got to express myself literally through this show, talking about my fears, my opportunities, how I have a second chance in life. You know what drives me, what doesn't drive me, and I'm a human. And I think that's something I got to express myself. And a lot of athletes don't get that opportunity to. And we would love to express ourselves, but it's just hard to because we don't have nobody to talk to. And a lot of people like talking in front of a camera because this is something that they can release. You know what I mean? Release that frustration, anger, sadness, depression. And I think this show brought out all those things for me. I think it brought out all those things. And now I'm good. I feel happy about things. I feel excited about the future. And I wish all athletes had the opportunity to express themselves if it's not in front of a camera, even if it's writing something down. Or I've learned with my mom, especially in college, she used to tell me before I did the camera stuff, write something down. After you write it down, crush it up, burn it, or flush it, whatever you want to do. But just write it out.
Take it from the head to the paper.
Head to the paper. Just write it. And then once you start writing, you just start thinking like, oh, this is off my chest. I could do this and that. And then just crush it, rip it up, flush it, or burn it. And then you're like this. Wow, I feel good. So this was just another way of expressing myself. What about you, Chris?
I feel the same way, man. This show helped me out a lot, man. I was able to open up more. I have a hard time opening up and expressing my feelings and things like that. And being on the show just really helped me out with that. It also helped me. It showed me I can get out my comfort zone. Because at first I really wasn't comfortable being in front of the camera, talking period and things like that. But doing it more and being on the show more and being able to open up once I realized I can open up and how I felt after opening up, like I just felt like I unpacked, like I just felt the relief after I did that. So it was I felt like the show helped me out a lot, man. I'm excited for next year.
Chris was nervous. The photo shoot was hilarious.
So the photo shoot really was just a simple, let's take some pictures, let's get right. He's like, we played some music in the background. He still was like,
so I'm supposed to do. We're like, move, smile, do something, shake it off. And he like, it was funny. It was funny. And see, it was an experience, to give. But how many athletes are gonna, same thing. It's like preparing, I've never done this before. And what do I do? And so, I'm excited about the future with the show because, like I said, we're working with a production team. I want to be able to bring on other athletes and those to help work and be a part of it, and just make it really big and just be transparent and stuff. So, again, I'm very proud of y'all, and what you guys are what you're doing. But it's been tough. So if I was to ask you, what's your toughest, what was tough for you during this?
I think the tough part for me was just like Chris was explaining, is just being real with people sometimes, because you don't want to expose yourself too much, but at the same time, you're like, if I don't open up, nobody's really gonna understand the real me. And that's something that I had to make a decision, a choice. And once I told myself, look, this is how I am, this is the real me, this is stuff I deal with, I think that's right there alone, the fear, like we talked about one of our episodes, just the fear just went away. And now it was just all like, this is just another opportunity for you to see the real me, and that other opportunity could bless somebody along the way.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you on that, man. It's same thing for me, man. It was opening up, just actually letting go and being able to tell my story on camera, and being able to just let everybody know it's really not easy. It's all not glamour.
Yeah.
No, it's not. Yeah.
So just letting everybody know that, it's really, that was kind of hard, because everybody really do think, oh man, you're here.
You're a star.
You're a star,
celebrity.
man. When it's really not like that.
It's not like that. It's hard.
It's not like that at all, man.
Definitely
It's really stressful. It's really, you got to have a lot of determination to keep going. You got to have a lot of fight.
Yeah.
A lot of it. So, I think that was the toughest part, man. Just opening up and letting them know the real side.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think when you guys, when you're kids, it's fun. It's like, it's exciting. You jump up and you go to Little League and you're happy. Then you get to junior high and you're like, oh, okay, this is still pretty cool. But then high school gets tougher, and the peer pressure gets tough. And then college, it's like, oh my gosh, it's
so much closer
it's so much, right? You see you're closer to the goal, but at the same time, there's someone else can come in and take it from right up under you, or an injury can take it from you. And so, the studying, you're having to learn how to balance, and that's not including the women that are coming after you, and, the fans. And so you're like, oh my gosh. And then you get to the professional side, and it's great, but then it's like, hold on, this is a whole nother world.
Politics.
It's political, and you're dealing with another caliber of women, and then you're dealing with another caliber of friends, and you find family that come out of nowhere. You're like, well, I didn't even know I was related to you. What's your name again? And
hey nephew.
Yeah, right. Wait, what? And so you're juggling all of this and still trying to keep your sanity as athletes.
Yeah.
So that's why it was like, this show was to help others next season. We're going to help them unpack,
We are.
and then,
We are gonna help them unpack.
the reality sometimes for athletes. Matter of fact, we met one from at the football game who said he went to what school? Texas or something.
Texas State,
And he went to Texas State, and he had a tryout with, who was it?
Patriots.
It was the Patriots.
Released.
Yeah, released.
And released. Right. So sometimes you like you said, it's to keeping that 1% that it seems the hardest.
Hard.
You're released, and you're going,
man,
wait, I was All-American in high school.
Star.
I was a star. I
Even
did
in
pretty good in
college.
college. You mean you released me?
All confident.
What?
I'm first round material. I know I am. And then just
Right. So then you're like I was telling Chris, what I tell you, the real game is where?
In your mind.
It's in your mind.
it's in your mind.
When the lights go off, that's the fans, that's the life. That's everybody. But the real game is when you come home and you drop the ball and you're going, man, I just
jacked up somewhere.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's over. It's replaying over and over and over in your head, and you're alone in this dwelling in your thoughts, and then you got to go out and smile. The hardest thing, go out and smile again and tell people, I'm good.
When it's
Back
really
your
killing
head,
you on the
you're
inside.
just like, yeah, it's killing.
It's like, what are they thinking about me?
Yeah.
And so you deal with so much, especially an injury. My daughter just suffered a fracture in her ankle, and so when the doctor came in and told her, this is your MRI shows this, and this, and big old crocodile tears came down that girl's face. And I felt like, man, I'm doing this all over again, because I was there when Julian hurt his knee, and then I was there when, you went through yours, and so for her, she's a junior, and she can't play until January. So big crocodile tears come down her eyes, and I'm like, okay, we can get through this.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it, because you have to catch them right away, because so much sets up in y'all's mind.
So much. You
So
have
much,
to show. You
so
have to drown it
much.
with love, because if you don't, depression
to hit us quick,
and everything else will hit us before the love.
Quick.
You know what I mean? And that's
Right.
the one thing that we want to express to athletes. Anything that you go through in life, if something hits you hard, you need to find somebody that's going to love on you quick.
That's right.
And
You need
not
that
only
support.
that, just with other
You
people.
need that
Just other
support.
people,
Even
period.
just people, period. And then with God, let God
Mhm.
love on you first. But others that's around you, let them love on you, because if you don't, you will start feeling depressed, alone, and you want to do things to kind of ease the pain.
It'll start
Right.
start getting you out of your character,
Out
doing
of your
things
character.
that you'll never do.
That you'll never
Right.
do.
So I mean, the Dak situation.
The way that that's actually a good example. The way that if y'all don't know, the way that Dak got hurt, the first thing everybody did was they were shocked. But
Right.
then after everybody rallied to him, they went to straight love. And that love was showing him support, like, okay, I can get through this.
Right.
You know, and if they were all kind of like not really supporting him that way, then he would have felt like he failed the team.
Yeah, he still do. He still does, because he can't play the season. But from my
Love, yeah.
understanding, the guy who the incident, he felt bad. So that's a
Yeah.
whole, when someone hits you like that,
When you feel like
and
you hurt somebody
right,
that way and you wasn't
trying to, he's just playing the
you do
game.
feel bad too.
You don't know what that person's going through. So there's, they need somebody to reach out and say, hey, listen, it's okay. You'll make it through this. So again, this show is for those to come on and be transparent, male, female parents, parents go through depression, because you want so bad for your kid to make it. Right. So you're fighting for them. And then when they don't, you want to scrap with the coaches too. Right.
Yeah.
You'd be like, Joke, I'm about to scrap with you, messing with my son or my daughter. You think like that. But you can't, and so parents go through, because they feel like when they're, their kid doesn't make it, they're like, how can I help them? I don't know what to do. So that's why, building this platform was an outlet for you guys.
It was.
To not just sit at home, but just say, okay, you know what, let's make a difference. And that's what this show has done. So I'm excited. I love your guys' support. We had, Wellness Vita.
Wellness, pop my back, get me right.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to Dr. G. I call him
Dr. G.
Yeah.
GQ, Dr.
Yeah.
GQ.
Crunks Media.
Crux. Oh yeah.
Yeah, they'll be with us in 2021. Coach English.
Sorry, I get that wrong all the time. That's why.
You know what? Coach English gonna get y'all.
No.
They'll be with us.
Unfiltered.
Yes.
Oh,
Crunks Media will be with us next year, 2021. They're gonna actually take it to the radio.
Yeah.
So the show's gonna be on radio, so it'll be radio.
I'm gonna be on the radio like this guy. The mic's like, and I'm like, yo, I'm gonna be in the
No, that's not how you do it.
Oh,
You think he's the DJ?
No, he can't. That's not how you do it.
I thought in my head, I see like the stuff on TV.
No, right. He's trying to stuff on TV, and so who else? Oh, and my sexy husband Mason Production. Y'all know I got to do that, right? Like,
Here we go,
Of course.
Hey, that's love right there.
Don't forget Vol Sports.
Yeah, Vol Sports. I'm excited about that. Speaking of Lockout Gym. Speaking of Evolve Sports, how has it been being a mentor for young people? They're looking up to you. They're watching the show.
Yeah.
You guys do training every Saturday with these guys. And it's funny because they're that 1% in high school.
Yeah, we've been working with kids over the past couple months now, especially with COVID situations. So we've had to wait for a little bit to let that kind of cleared up. But once that cleared up, we started hitting the ball, working with kids, helping them out, and it's been a blessing. And we have a great group of guys been with us since the beginning, and we love them to death. And I think that's the opportunity to express ourselves to them, and that showed them that these guys are just like us. And no matter what, they still love us. We treat them like our little brothers. And anybody that comes into our family, we treat them like our little brothers and just want to help them out any way we can possible. So me, Chris, Josh, Manny, Emmanuel, my brother Julian, my sister Jaden, even our producer, we all work together to make sure people have an opportunity to live out the dreams the best way they can, even if they are the last pick of the litter. or if they are in the
that's
first
what
round.
you guys got this year.
Yeah.
Like it's man, I love it because that's why I just love this show, right? And I would like to have them on there. You know, oh my gosh, that would be funny. Could you, especially Jackson? Jackson, we both said at the same time. Y'all listen, Jackson. Jackson, I know you watching. You know we talking about you.
Still the show.
Oh, Jackson was still the show, right?
Chance is a pretty adorable
Chance
man.
is pretty, yeah. But Jackson, y'all, Jackson take the mic.
Jackson take it.
Right,
Jacob,
but
we love you, man.
yeah, we love you. But
Cooper,
Jackson would take the show.
Man.
But
Dakota, all of them.
These guys were, you know, they were the 1% kind of per se. Yeah. And so I've watched them develop and build confidence.
Yeah.
You know, and even, you know, Jacob was dealing with some things, and his confidence still, he didn't let it crush his spirit. But yet when he was going through, I love how you guys rallied around him.
Yes.
You know, and we called a family meeting. Got to talk to Jacob, you know, and so this is what that's what this is about. You know, because from the youngest to the oldest, you guys face so much. You go through. We ain't even hit the surface of what you go through.
But we wanted to give you guys a
taste.
of what happens between a person that is in that 1% of lifestyle that you want to be in as an athlete or a non-athlete.
Right.
Because that's something that everybody, when I was little, I dreamed about being in the 1%, like seeing an athlete there or favorite player there. I'm like, man, I want to live that lifestyle. But when you get to that lifestyle,
it's not what you think. You say that ain't what you want. It ain't what you want. It is not.
If
no.
This is the life you want to be in, you go for it. But also know that it's not going to be a straight path. Like I swear, I think that one drawing where the road was like cliffed and rocky, and they're saying like the things that you think it is in the real way, like that's really real. Like you are going to go through ups and downs, and it's not going to just knock on wood. You don't know, injuries might not happen, but other things will happen.
Yeah.
And that's just life.
It's life.
What it is. It's life.
Financial,
family, just dealing with things mentally. It's gonna happen. And if it doesn't happen, then write a book, because I want to write. I want to read it.
Write a book.
I want to read every step.
Right.
And I'm gonna follow along.
Even the ones that are first round draft, they're proud. There's the pressure to keep the number one spot,
because you were in that spotlight. Now you got to keep that.
You got to keep it, and if you don't have God, that's a struggle, right? So it's so much, you know. But I'm excited. But I don't y'all have a video of Unfiltered?
Unfiltered. Can we run that video real quick? I think that's something that we should run for the people. Let's watch the little video. This is something that we talked about with Unfiltered. Up? Yo, Unfiltered was mad dope to wear, to rock. And I feel like we're gonna come up with some. Oh my gosh! I mean, you know, the sweats get me right and cozy, and the shirts.
See what I'm saying? They weren't like that when I first said we're gonna do a show. Now they want all the benefits.
At first I was like, "What's Unfiltered? What is this?"
now they talking about the benefits and everything.
You're gonna hear about Unfiltered in shortly.
Shortly. So stay tuned with Unfiltered, guys. Follow our pages and everything, because that's something big.
Still gonna post.
We're still gonna get things going with the 1% show. We're still gonna talk about opportunities, and also we're still gonna talk to you guys about just anything that you guys want to hear.
Yeah.
We might not be able to do the show every weekend right now because it's a little break. It's the winter time, but we're preparing for season 2. So
January 2021 is when we come back.
We'll be back.
We'll be back. Yeah. Bigger, better, stronger. You know, you might see some new faces.
I'm definitely gonna.
You know, hey, listen, I was talking about, you know, we might have a female. We working on a female be the host on the show with you.
Athletes.
Female athlete. That's right. So if you guys are interested, follow us on Facebook. Leave us a message. You know, and and one of our reps will reach out to you, and we'll see what we could do. But yeah, 2021.
This is big.
It's gonna be nice. I'm excited for it. I'm excited what's gonna happen. New look, new studio, new swag,
I like swag.
New intro, new everything, new production.
Everything.
Yeah, coming back strong, ready. So
I definitely want to say thank you guys so much for the opportunity. And
Can We Talk
Can We
Sports?
Talk Sports. Also, thank you, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful women. Thank y'all so much for that, because y'all are amazing women, that mothers, also powerful mothers. The opportunity for platforms like these to start off, because y'all really got the ball rolling, really. And after that, we just trying to catch up with y'all. Y'all big time. So we
piggyback off y'all.
Trying to. They keep separating. They keep going. Trying to get to the top before us, but we
Well, I want to say I'm proud of y'all. Thank you. Thank you for this run. I'm very proud of you. I know it was pretty tough, but I thank you for sticking through and making it happen. And so that's what I want to say. Thank you.
Yeah, I appreciate
proud Mama Bear. Proud Mama Bear.
Everybody, and also y'all be safe.
That's right.
Stay covered.
Have a great holiday.
Please.
Listen, stay covered by the blood. You know what I mean? And don't. I know the whole situation with the one time with COVID and everything. Just
use wisdom.
Use wisdom.
That's right.
That's it.
That's right. Use wisdom.
Don't go in fear. Use wisdom.
Use wisdom.
And at the end of the day, you're gonna make it out on top. Okay?
That's right.
So we all signing off. This is the last.
Yes, your girl Shannon at Can We Talk Sports.
She's gonna check the show. Let me.
What?
Well, let me
representing the 1% show.
It's just natural to her.
Let me do my.
I know, right?
It's just
right. Okay. All right. Go ahead. Go, Chris. You can start. Do yours.
Go, Chris.
I ain't got one. Jordan.
This is your boy, Jay Smart.
No.
I'm kidding.
No, that's just as bad as Karen. Karen be on the show talking about, this is Karen, aka K-Dog. One of our hosts on the show, right? And then we got the other one. This is Mama D. And I'll be like, oh my God, y'all. So I have to come in. All right. So this is your girl, Shannon at Can We Talk Sports. I'm sitting on the set of the 1% show.
Yeah, go ahead, finish it.
Representing. You guys have a great holiday. We will see you back in 2021 ready to rip it. What?
Ready to rip it.
See you later. Bye.
Have a blessed one.